I can hear you.
Yes. Let me tell you, there's a two-stepper, and I always forget one or the other. Either my main mic to unmute or my other mic to unmute. So, good God. God bless you all this evening. Look, this is the final day of the favorite song off of my album, Songs of Deliverance. And I am so happy to have with me today my special guest to talk about her favorite song off of the album, Songs of Deliverance. And let me tell you, before we get into it, if you have not subscribed to the channel, YouTube, the link is at the top because immediately after our discussion, we're popping over at 10 to see the live version of this song, the favorite song that she has off the album that she loves. So, look, welcome, Pamela Grant. Um, the founder of Daily Dose. God bless you this evening. I'm so happy to have you aboard. Let me I'm gonna tell you, I'm so excited because oh man, this last song is something. So I'm just gonna yield the floor to you and let you tell us your favorite song on the album.
I worship you. Oh, wow. When I heard this song, when you came in, because my worship is for real. And then after that, after the beat, and then when you came in with I worship you, it just seemed like it just marinated. And I was like, okay, I like that beat. All right. And then as the song went on, it just everything within me just resonated because I worship you, with all of my heart, with all of my soul. Everything in me came in agreement in unison to the worship. And after that, it just took me in. Look, I'm a praiser, I'm a worshiper, but baby, when you find the right song that enhances your worship, and it just did it for me. So I was like, okay.
Amen. Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I tell you what, you and we have had some experiences with worship. We used to worship together, praise and worship teams. And I tell you, we had some moments because I would bring songs that just like you said, I want to go in, it ain't, I want to be able to go in so I can take the people in. And so,
Mhm.
I love it because worship is the heartbeat of God.
It
And
really
it is. And so with that song, I wanted to feel the heartbeat of God. Uh,
is.
I call that song my lullaby to him, my love song to him,
Yeah,
because after I surrendered everything, after I, acknowledged that, Lord, you are my everything, it's like I have no choice now but just to worship you.
yes,
Um, and that was the mode I was in,
yes,
that I just wanted to worship God. And so many people do not know the essence of worship,
right,
really, really getting into worship. So
yes,
to you say that it just took you on in.
yes,
I give God praise because that was where I was even in the studio. I was going in,
yes.
and that is what we have to do because that is what worship is. It's about going into the holies of holies.
It's
It's
your,
about getting to the presence of God.
it's
So
your response.
yeah,
After you've done so much, it's your response to him. So, once we just surrender to him and everything, our response can't do nothing but respond in love, especially when you love somebody. You respond in love. So I can see why that's your love song.
yes, I just love what you said. Our worship is our response to him. And that is exactly what I was. I was responding to what God had done. That was the final song on the album, and it was just like a respond, like, Lord, thank you, such gratitude. Actually, you think about those words in that song, man. You know, I was just like, I don't want to do nothing but just really worship God here in this moment. You are my life, my joy
Yes,
within, my
yes.
God light. You
My
are my
God is like,
yes,
yes. My
my
mind
living
is poetry
hope.
too now. Yes,
Yes,
my living water
that
that
runs so
runs so
deep.
deep.
A mighty fortress.
A mighty
Sustain.
force sustaining me. Come on here. Don't you start
I'm
that another time.
telling you, man, because who can't worship with words you're saying to God like that? I mean,
Yes, I'm telling you. It just
oh my,
all for real. But I
oh
was
my,
like,
yes, yes. I
and then
was like,
when you in that worship mode, it don't take much, but it's always something that kind of tip you over the top and enhances you even more. Like no words.
that part. I was like, Lord, convict her when I would do wrong,
Mhm.
protect her against all harm,
Yeah.
bishop of my soul, author of my
Yeah.
peace, everlasting love you keep giving
Mhm.
me. And that was personal for me. That was
Yeah.
personal for me,
It's personal.
was personal. So that was the kind of encounter that I was having with this song. And you know what? I wrote this song in 2006.
Wow. Wow.
2006, I wrote this
Wow.
song. That was why I was still singing up there on praise team with you in 2000. But no. At that moment, been removed myself from that moment. But that
Okay.
was when I was still in fellowship with you at that time.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, I was like, God, that's the song that He gave me, even
Mhm.
in that season of my life.
Wow.
I was like, God, I understand. And even in moments that we don't really understand things, God will give us a song. I love
That's
Psalms
right.
37. He
That's
said,
right.
I'll surround you with songs of deliverance.
That's
So
right.
even in that moment, God was administering to me.
Mhm.
And even the song comes alive even now,
Mhm.
17 years later.
That's
And
awesome.
speaks, it speaks volumes, and even to where I am now currently. So I'm just happy to hear that, because
Mhm.
worship is everything.
Mhm.
And now you got to talk to me about the hook. You got to talk to me about the hook.
Okay. Then, all right. Then that kind of slid up on me. I was like, okay, for the rest of my life. And then it kept building. I was like, okay. And then the hook, and then the background, it just came together. I was like, just for the rest of your life. And it just kept building and building. And just like, whoa. I was like, okay, I like that. I really did. It was nice.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mhm.
That was really my heart. Like, God, after all of this, for the rest of my life, you got me. I
Mhm.
will worship
Mhm.
you. And I love what you say. You ain't see that coming. You didn't see that.
Uh-uh. I was like, okay, okay, she hit
The
me.
on my songs. All of my songs, I do some sneak things in all of my songs that
Mhm.
you won't looking for that. You won't be.
The rendition. I was like, oh, okay. For the rest of my life, I will worship you. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. And that is where, a lot of times when you hear songs, it's just okay, another song, or but that was the heartbeat, God, I mean this thing,
Mhm.
I mean this thing, for the rest of my life, I'm just going to worship you.
Mhm.
And that is the place that we have to be. And that comes through, I understand David and his Psalms now, and how that they spoke such volume, uh,
Right.
with David, what he was going through. And David began to, through the book of Psalms, express his gratefulness to God, and for bringing him through and bringing him out. And,
Right.
even when he was not perfect. And, God, I understand his heart now, and why God called him a man after his own heart.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Oh my God. I thought about that when I even put in the part convictor when I'm wrong. It's something
Mhm.
about Lord have mercy. When you're close to God and have the heartbeat, He will convict us.
That's
A
right. Right.
lot of people are
Mhm.
confessing to know God, but they have no
No
conviction.
conviction. No
Oh,
conviction.
oh my God. The
Because
conviction is
the love of God is not. You know, you have like the song says, with all my heart, with all my mind, everything in me has to yield to him. And once you yield to him, the conviction and everything else will come because it's a heart thing. It done left the lips, it done left all those fleshly parts. It's in the deepest, most part of us. The part that that he resides, that he lives, in our heart. And so it's just amazing because when you have the heart of God, you do anything to please him.
Yes. And that makes our worship become genuine, become pure. It gives us the access to the throne. You don't have to work hard to get there,
Right.
because it just opens up because
Yeah.
it comes from the heart.
That's
The
right.
heart, soul, and mind is already one with God.
That's
So I'm
right.
already connected to him. So it flows out of the
It really
abundance.
does. And then sometimes people be wondering why others can go in and then other ones is on the outer court. Because once you already have the relationship and it's already formed, it don't take you long to be intimate. You ain't, you can go past the foreplay. You just go right into you know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody trying to help you get in it or help you to get to where you need to go at. You already open. You just go right on in. So that's how come you can just tell the difference between a person that's not able to go in, a person that can. It's the person that's yielded. Their heart is everything is already into God. And then once you have a relationship with Christ, you don't have to wait for a praise and worship leader. Nobody has to take you in. You automatically be already there.
Yes, and amen. Because it's already there. You already have the posture. You've already yielded your heart, your mind, your soul, which is everything. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. And once that is already tied into him, honey, it just can't do nothing but just flow up out of you and you're lost.
You hear me? What?
Yes. So, oh my gosh, that is so real because that is the problem. He doesn't have fully all of us. We haven't yielded, like you said, as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto him. And when we do that, we're going to stay on the outer courts. We're not going to get into that place, and it's not that he doesn't desire it. It's us. We don't know how to come out of our flesh.
That's it.
That's real. So
that's real.
I'm hoping that this song, cracks open people's hearts for God, and really causes them to go beyond the veil and really, even if you just sing these words, I mean, he said he inhabits the praises.
That's
so
right.
These verses are magnifying him, exalting him, telling him who he is, and magnifying him in such a way that it makes me come to you because you calling me bishop of your soul, author of my peace. You calling me that fortress, So we're making love to him.
I'm telling you for real.
Woo-hoo!
I'm telling you.
It's making love to God. That is what it is. It is intimate.
It is intimate. It's heartfelt, intimate.
I believe that. So anything else you want to share? Because this worship is something that I think we all have to get back to.
Because when you were talking about that, I was thinking about somebody Michael Redden, when he says, I'm coming back to the heart of worship. We used to sing songs like that when it's all about you. It's though that type of song, no joke, not just saying that, but really that type of song, it does that, like he says, back to the heart of worship. When it's all about him, when the music done, everything else is all about Christ, being the center of our joy, everything. And everything else surrounds around that. And when you come to the core of that truth, that reality, then you can't help nothing. And it becomes not just a moment, but it becomes a lifestyle. So that's all I have to say about it.
I love what you said. worship should be a lifestyle. And then it wouldn't take you so long to strike up a fire. Nobody don't got to put a fire under
That's
you,
right.
because if it's a lifestyle, that means that's a habit. You
That's
know,
right.
he inhabits the praises. I formed the habit of worshiping and praising him. So, honey, you don't even have to sing a song. Just give me about 2 minutes to just open up my mouth and begin to bless him.
That's
And I'm
me.
going in for myself. And my lady, you standing up there still with your
I'm
song.
telling you.
You
I'm
know,
telling you. That's been me. Since I gave my life to Christ, that's been me for real. Seriously. No joke. No matter where I've been at. I don't wait for, some people wait for a sound and wait on this. So, but when you have the heart of God and you hungry for his presence and you live in that, it's like you're gonna live up under that. You know what I'm saying? So wherever I go at, I take that with me. So they'll be like, oh, she going in already. You looking around, they looking around, baby. I'm already in.
that's it. And that is the way it's supposed to be, because people have that lifestyle. I don't have to get up there. Oh my gosh, you know how long we have to sit up there. Come on, church. Come on. We done been there, done that. And you looking at the people like, do we really got to do this every Sunday? Do we really got to motivate you? Like, what have you done all week to build you up, in your private devotion to God, so that when you come in with us, all we're doing is just joining in together, and we're just lifting him up, and the Spirit of the Lord comes in.
Yes.
And though people do not have a lifestyle outside of Sunday.
That's true.
And it's something, and then you depend on, and you look at the praise and worshipers to be the ones that draw you in and draw you in. We can't pull out of you what's not in you. We can't lead you where you don't go yourself.
Listen, you stirring up all those songs. Spirit, lead me. Well,
And that is what it's all about. So then, you be sitting there, you be up there, Lord, let me close my eyes, because these people looking at me like I'm foreign, speaking foreign languages and stuff. Because guess what? I understand now. You don't have a lifestyle of worship personally.
That's right.
And so, that is why it's so important. I entitled the song, I Worship You.
Right.
Every person has to have their own worship.
That's right. I like it.
And when we come together collectively, my worship, your worship, then everybody's worship. Do you not know heaven, Lord have mercy, responds? Like you said, God responds to our worship. And so, therefore, as we collectively come together with our individual worship, it opens heavens to respond to us. And oh my God, that's where the glory comes. That's where the fire comes. Oh Lord, well, we can't even stand. Well, we can't even preach. Everyone's out. Like you said, this just took you in, and that is where everyone should want to find themselves, in the presence of God.
That's right.
So I love it. I love it. I love it. I tell you, I could go on and on with you about this, boy.
You already know.
Yes, because it's so serious. It is so serious, sis. It's so serious. So, any closing remarks about worship? Any closing remarks?
I just would say continuously. I just pray that, like you said, for the people, for God to really I'm just praying that this song really is I don't know which one you're praying to God, even I know the whole album itself will really just hit that mark, but I don't know which song that you prayed about. I know all of the songs, preferably you want them to do well, but particularly in this season, it's just with so much going on, we have to have that relationship with Christ. And that's going to be our solid foundation with everything that's around us, with the economy, with so much with things just happening all around us. The world is in transition. And even as we're in transition in a lot of places ourselves, we have to make sure, like you said, our worship is for real. It's time out for our worship not to be real. And this hour, this season, this time that we're living in, it has to be from a real place. To be able to get the response that we're looking for from a real God that cares about real people with real situations every day. So That's why I was I just pray this God blesses you even the more. And even as you go out and minister that healing, and God will, like you said, turn the hearts of the people back to him. So that's my prayer for you and for the
Amen.
people of God. So
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Pam. We have 2 minutes, you guys, before this song, I Worship You Live, is going to be on YouTube premiering. So look, jump over and we're going to watch that live version. And I can't wait to see your thoughts on the live version versus the original. I can't wait. So we have live chat over there on the YouTube page. So we're 1 minute under, but thank you so much, sis, for jumping on with me.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it. I tell you, I feel the presence of God as we're just talking about it. And so
Me
what a
too.
powerful segment here about worship. And
Mhm.
so I'll see you over on the YouTube channel as we
Okay.
get ready to premiere. I worship you. For those of you catching the replay, God bless you. Love you. See you on the other side, sis.
Okay, see you.